Hi everyone. So today I wanted to share with you about a really important and really delicate issue that a lot of men are coming to me for, and that is performance anxiety. And so I'm not going to be talking about it for a whole hour. I only wanted to come on here and share for about 15 minutes about performance anxiety, what that is and why this happens, and what are the ways that a man can heal this for himself. So about 80% of my clients come to me to help them with this issues of performance anxiety. And what that means is erectile dysfunctions and premature ejaculation. Erectile dysfunction meaning that it is inconsistent hard-ons during sex, or inability to get erect just in general. And so there are so many reasons behind why this happens for men. And obviously I'm not going to talk about the physical reasons, and what I mean by that, injuries of pelvic floor or some other injuries, spinal injuries, because these are the things that obviously a man needs to see professional doctors for. And I am unfortunately not able to help here. What I'm here to talk about is the performance anxieties that are induced by too much pornography, watching too much porn and masturbating to it, which creates desensitization in the body. So what this means is that during sex with a partner, the threshold of experiencing pleasure for a man is so high when he already has been masturbating for a while to a particular porn, that it disables him to really feel. The sensations are not there, or he needs to thrust really hard in order to experience that pleasure, and and hence to be hard. So other things that create erectile dysfunction, medications, and anti-anxiety medications, they don't create it, but they kind of like, they're not helping for a man to experience the acuteness of the sensations in the body. The emotional blockages, that could also be the reasons why men experience erectile dysfunction. Other things, the relationship, the dynamic relationship that the man is having with their partner. A lot of times women, and it goes, really across the board in this country and the country I'm coming from, women demasculate their men. They sort of like cut their balls, and so men experience erectile dysfunction in that case as well. Inability to really feel the body and be in touch with the body. and really living in the head for quite a lot, for like the majority of the time. So a lot of times when a man experiences erectile dysfunction, performance anxiety, one or two experiences, and that will create this ongoing loop in his head that will actually, spearhead him to be always in that analysis. So when he goes into a sexual experience with his partner, he starts going into that default, oh my God, I'm not gonna get hard. What if I'm not gonna get hard? What if I'm not gonna get hard? And so that message that he has in his head is going into his body, and obviously that creates what the man, kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, professed for himself in his head. Pressure from the partner, that a partner, might put on the man. That is also something that a man himself kind of has to, become aware of, and ask his female partner for support. Because it never really, and here for the female partners, it never really about you. It's just, it is something that happens in the psyche of a man, and it's an ability to be present with a woman that erectile dysfunction occurs, and a woman in the relationship, and I see that a lot with my clients, can actually create this pressure for men by thinking that because a man cannot get hard, it's about her. And that goes, she starts feeling closed off and insecure and self-conscious, and that also translates into his system, into his nervous system. Premature ejaculation. This is something that happens to a lot of men as well, and the reasons could be such that a man is not able to really feel the pleasure, or the arousal is so strong, and that the pleasure, the connection to the pleasure is just something that isn't there. So it's important to develop the tolerance of intensity of the pleasure. And it is a consistent practice, solo practice. So what I recommend, and what I usually work with men on in my coaching, how best to alleviate erectile dysfunction or premature ejaculation, is to really do the solo self-pleasure practices. That is probably number one holistic method that I prescribe to the men I work with. Because when a man became of sexual age, he's been, touching himself, masturbating in a certain way, always the same way, always he feels the urge, he goes to the bathroom, he gets off, he also uses pornography with it. And the whole thing happens maybe for 5 minutes, maybe for 10 minutes, maybe not even there. And so, and if it's done for, every single day, And it's done because a man wants to release some type of discomfort or some type of stress or unpleasant emotion that is in his body. That is kind of like destroying the relationship that a man has with his penis. Yeah, so talking about healing erectile dysfunction and performance anxiety and premature ejaculation, it is really important on an energetic level, and maybe it will sound woo-woo to you. It's important to create new relationship to your penis. How you relate to him, because your performance anxiety, and I really don't like this word performance, but a lot of men use it, and it really is depending on how much connection you have to your penis, how much you can be in the sensations, how much you can spend time listening to what's going on there, connecting to what's going on there, instead of, like being in the head and questioning and actually implying that there's something wrong with you. Hi Tola, really good to see you. Thank you for being here. So your penis is a barometer that reflects what's going on, what is not working in your body. It shows you what's going on in your body. And it's really important to pay attention to that message. So the ways to really heal performance anxiety is, first and foremost, accept the fact that there is nothing wrong with you, that these things happen. And men who come to me, they're of different age, and different backgrounds, they have this issue. Men who are 35, men who are 55, men who are over 60. And obviously the older the man, the more prone he would be to that issue, but it also not necessarily can be so. And the older the man, the more conditioning he has, and in the more past, there's more to work on and reprogram in his nervous system. So I teach men who I work with, in order to heal this performance anxiety, to be to be more connected to their body. What that means is to be really feeling moment to moment what's going on in their genitals in a solo self-pleasure practice, not in a habitual masturbation that he has been doing for 20, 25, 30 some years, but really learning how to relate to his pleasure from a different perspective, more like applying meditative method to pleasure. Meditating on sensations, not using fantasy, not using pornography, not using anything external that would help men to get hard. It is really difficult for a lot of men to get to that place, but it comes to that notion of presence. How present can you be in your body? How laser focused can you be with the sensations that are coming moment to moment into your body? And a lot of times when men come to me and I guide them through an exercise of genital breathing, for example, and ask them what they experience, what are the sensations they experience, it's hard for them to name them because there's really nothing that their awareness connects to. So what they use, then they use fantasy to get themselves hard. Ideally, fantasy is not something that I entertain. Ideally, I want a man to go through this process of, being in discomfort and feeling nothing and getting frustrated and experiencing nothing, experiencing numbness. But that is what's required. It's required to spend some time, some ample time, whatever that is, maybe 30 minutes each day, connecting to the penis, sensing and feeling him. With just awareness, with just presence there. In time, the sensations will start to wake up. They will start to show up. The volume on the sensations start to grow. And for different people, obviously, it may take, different amount of time. It may take months, it may take 3 months, it may take 6 months, depending how much time you really spend with yourself. And so reprogramming your nervous system and relating to your body in a different way, being laser focused on the sensations, breathing deeply, sounding out, circulating sexual energy, your turn on throughout the body. These are the holistic methods that I train men on and help men on. Eventually, also after solo practices and after establishing in the body a more solid, more solid understanding that, oh, I'm experiencing these tingles in my body. Oh, I'm experiencing vibration. I'm experiencing heat. I'm experiencing warmth, like feeling that all. There's more solidity, and then there is more reliable hard-ons in the self-pleasure practice. In sexual experiences with a partner, hi Jana. In sexual experiences with the partner, this will be already something to fall back on, a foundation to fall back on. And if the hard-on's still not happening, listen to the intelligence of your penis. Take a deep breath and really come to not revert, not connecting to the head, but and start looping and analyzing. Oh my God, I'm not hard again. Oh my God, what is going on? Invoking more of an anxiety. Coming to the body and start feeling more what's happening moment to moment. Coming to dropping into the body and really being present, right? So again, this notion of presence, so many people are talking about, and all that is that you're present to the five senses reality, what you are feeling inside, what are you touching, what are you smelling, what are you tasting, like all of it becomes so acute. So the more you train that, the five senses reality presence in everyday life with anything, not just during sex, the more it will become a second nature also during sex. So yeah, so embodiment practices, breath work, self-pleasure practices that are mindful and conscious, not just habitual to pornography, masturbation. These are the things that can help a man to heal the performance anxiety. Premature ejaculation is another thing that happens to so many men and can be really highly induced, also on the part of a partner, that she is not entirely energetically open for a man, closed off emotionally. So that is something to interact with a partner about, and also for a man himself to work on edging himself and pleasuring himself and really growing that pleasure threshold, really understanding what his pleasure feels like when he is at number 5 over pleasure threshold scale, or 6 or 7 or 8, expanding it and extending it. So again, here such things are as deep belly breath, sounding on the exhale, circulating the sexual energy throughout the body. These are the things that really are helpful. So if you have any questions, please post them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them once I'm done with this video. I hope that was helpful. Performance anxiety is also something that not only translates, not only something that happens sort of or due to, just the sexual issues. It can be also, as I mentioned already, relationship, and it can be also so that a man is experiencing his masculine role in this life is not where he wants himself to be. He is not finding himself, his purpose, and it can be reflected on how he shows up in other aspects of his life. And so in my work with men, we look at this as well. And there's this really profound saying that one of my teachers says: if you fuck the world well, you will fuck your woman well. And so fucking the world well means finding your purpose, finding what you're really passionate about and going after it, and being satisfied and super in tune with what you're creating in life. And that will help you to nail a really awesome partner. And because women do love men who have a high purpose in life, that partner will help you to get to a place of more connected masculine. So if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. I was really happy to come online and share this info with you. If you want to speak about it in private, I'm available. I have 45-minute discovery calls that I schedule with my clients. They are free, so feel free to reach out.